Hey D, we just finished up finalizing our travel plans for Jamaica. So I'm excited, but I'm also like they are getting over on these flight prices. And I learned that when you fly with Delta, you cannot use an e-credit and gift cards. So I still have my e-credit left because my e-credit was less than my gift cards. But my mother-in-law and everybody, they were like, "Yeah, look, we just wanna." They're basically like, we want to go ahead and get it out the way, so we don't have to keep worrying about it. So I was like, okay, I've been saving for a while, but let's just say that when I have to pay this credit card bill, oh, y'all. So my grateful is that I don't have to worry about my plans anymore. Hey Kia, you made it. Hey Lisa, I had to do Delta Airlines because like I've mentioned, I'm flying with my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law is bringing her sister who she said has like issues with her leg and stuff like that. So she really wanted to fly Delta instead of like Frontier, just so that it's easier on her if she has to get up and stuff like that. No, you did not. Go ahead and tell us the story of what happened. Oh my gosh. And everybody, don't forget to hit the like button as you join the stream so that the algorithm can find me. I'm trying to grow, y'all. I'm trying to hit my 20K goal before the end of the year. But yeah, we did it. It did not go down. And I'm really annoyed actually because if we would have bought these a week ago, they would have actually been $100 less. But the flights seats were filling up. I was literally looking a couple hours ago and there were more seats left. And then when we went to go and reserve it tonight, one of the flights that we were going to choose only had two seats left. So we had to switch our flight time. But it's all right, Quana. Thank you for being here now. But I'm just happy we went ahead and did it and got it out the way because we've literally been talking about it for months. So now it's like official. And then as of Friday, we'll be on our last payment for the room. So I'm just looking forward to it. And I'm going to vlog. I'm going to do a review at a resort, the whole thing. All right. Oh, and y'all, as y'all join, y'all can talk about what you're grateful for. My grateful is I'm going on a kid-free trip to Jamaica with my husband and my family. Family being my mother-in-law and my aunt. But I'm excited because I haven't had a kid-free trip other than the one with my friends when we went to DC, and that one didn't go as smoothly because the flight got delayed and stuff. So I'm hoping for a smooth trip. We're also going to Orlando in September, but Josiah is going with us for that one. So I'm looking forward to the Jamaica trip. Let's see. Let's see. Girl, did I tell you? Da, da, da. Well, they told me they'd pay me 11 an hour, which is already really low. Which is I got there. The paperwork says 950. Oh my gosh. Then she made me take the kids outside when there's a heat advisory. It was 103 out there, and their little babies, 5 years old and 1 year and under. Then she tried to tell me I couldn't give them water when they were crying, drenched in sweat and begging. I bought them in and gave them water because what? I told her I will not be depriving them of water. Bye. Oh yeah, I would have had to go because you're trying to set me up to do something bad to your kids and then pin me with it as the babysitter, and I don't have time for it. It sounds like she wants you to take the kids outside so she can not have to deal with her children and hear them on the inside. But that's bad. It's been hot. I know we're not in the same state, but the whole state has had a heat advisory. It has been extremely hot. Texas weather is hot and dry. And some it's not humid like it is here in Georgia, but that's crazy. Well, honestly, you will find something better. Not only were they not trying to pay you what you were worth, but then it sounded like you were working with somebody unreasonable anyway. And it's 2023. We don't have time to be working for unreasonable employers. But yeah. Well, it was a daycare, and she said she needed to catch up on paperwork, and she wanted to tire them out before nap time, and then she didn't want to give them water because they'd wet their diaper. But that's what you do. You're supposed to change diapers at a daycare facility. What happens if one of those kids pass out? Like, the parent is gonna ask all these questions, and then they're gonna look at the owner like, "Why didn't you give my child something to drink?" I could tell they were used to it because one of the boys was crying saying, "I promise I won't pee myself." She gonna end up getting shut down. That's crazy. That's probably why they hiring, because any woman or man looking over children with good sense is not gonna wanna do things like that. Like, that's not okay. All it takes is some people reporting them to the Better Business Bureau. I'm sorry that happened. I would've been mad. I'm gonna probably have to put in an extra day off because our flight coming home is so late. We're gonna probably get home super late. But my dad did say Josiah doesn't have to come home the day we get back. So I will definitely be picking him up the following day because we're gonna be getting home so late. But it's okay. I'm not a morning person, so I'm really happy. Both of my flights are after 12 o'clock and not too late, but it's like I don't have to get up. Like the last two times, I had to get up at an extremely early time to catch a flight to get a deal. So I'm really looking forward to not having to do that and just being able to stroll into the airport after having lunch or whatever, and you know, be able to relax. And then on our last day, because our flight leaves so late, we'll probably be able to leave out around noon. So I'll be able to eat breakfast. I might be able to, walk on the beach a little bit on the last day. So it's like I get a whole extra half day on the trip, which is cool. But I don't know. I'm still like disappointed that I had to pay what I had to pay, but it's all right. I'm grateful that I was able to do it. But as I've been saying, I don't know if y'all watched the vlogs from last year when I went to Mexico or the year before when we went to Dominican Republic. It is really fun, but I feel like this is my last year going because it goes up every year. Like the flights go up every year, and then the actual payment that we pay for where we're staying goes up too, because the group keeps growing and it covers like our excursion, it covers the activities that we do. So it's like, yeah, you can go and you're gonna have an amazing time, but they taxing, and whenever you go on a trip with a travel agent, you're gonna pay more. Everybody like that has ever done a trip with a travel agent will probably agree with what I'm saying, because your travel agent has to be compensated for putting your trip together and making sure your itinerary works for the people that are going. But I'm good at booking travel. I do this. I've been doing this since I was young. Even though I'm more new to the international travel stuff, I'm pretty good at booking trips and doing research and finding a good place to stay and, what restaurant to try and all that. So I have some friends that love to travel as well, and they post their reviews of where they go. So I honestly don't think that I need a travel agent to tell me where to stay and help set it up. Like I feel like I could do that stuff and just rely on like people I know and their reviews as well as the internet. Like, have y'all been on TikTok? You can find all kinds of cool stuff there and here on YouTube. But I will say you got to be careful with TikTok because there are some people who get paid to travel and they'll hype up a bad place and it don't even be like worth it. You like even with Atlanta, y'all would look at these like restaurant reviews here in Georgia and be thinking a place is awesome because of a TikTok video or even an Instagram reel or whatever. And then you get there and the food is mediocre, the service is horrible, the aesthetic is very picture worthy, but it's a 5 out of 10 experience. So that's what says you got to carefully do your research. But I feel like I'm capable. So next year, if I plan any travel, I'm gonna probably do it myself because I want to get a better deal on my flight and on my accommodations. Yes, we're staying at an all inclusive. And then for our Orlando trip, we're staying at a resort, and I've stayed with this brand before, and it's been really nice. But it's not all inclusive for Orlando. But for Jamaica, yes, it's an all inclusive. So I don't want to pay for nothing. I'm gonna bring money to tip, and I'm gonna bring money to spend on my excursions. But I'm not gonna do nothing else extra. Well, actually, we are gonna go and do an authentic meal somewhere in Jamaica because that's something my mother-in-law wants to do. And I'm fine with that because I think anytime you can get food off the resort is gonna be better anyway. But I want everything to be on point because we paid on point prices. D, do you think you're gonna continue to work in childcare after this if you're still on here? Or do you think you're gonna go into something else? Because I know you love children and you're good with them, but it seems like you keep on ending up with crazy people, whether it's nannying or working at a daycare. Over the years, it just seems like you keep running into people that don't have any common sense. And it don't even be the children's faults. It be their parents or it be the daycare owners. That's why I watch Rolling Up Cake because she real about her reviews and things. I love her. She is so funny too, and she'll tell you like it is. And even though she's grown tremendously, she's very honest and authentic. And I think that's important. People sometimes get so caught up in getting the paycheck behind the stuff that they stop being real. And like, I just hope that as I continue to grow, I do want to eventually be able to get paid for frequenting places or whatever. But I don't want it to be like, oh, if you pay me, I'm going to say your spot is good no matter what. Like, no, if your spot is not good, we could discuss, do you want me to publish this video or you want me to not proceed with the transaction and you just gave me the free meal? Because I don't want, and if somebody asks me, I'm gonna tell them like I wouldn't recommend, but I won't bash you publicly on my channel. I'm doing driver's ed, trying to finally get my permit and then license. Oh no, it's okay. No, it's all right. Handle your business. That's fine. Thank you for stopping by. And if you can pop in and out, do that. But I was gonna ask you, do you think you're gonna stay in the like the realm of like working with children, or are you ready to shift into something different? I know Brandy's really passionate about working with kids too. She not on here tonight, but she always like shares about her like experiences and stuff. It's hard. It's a hard field. Once you find the right place, it can be really rewarding, but sometimes it's the people. Like any job, like sometimes it's literally the management that will steer you away. And I hope you're not blaming yourself because it doesn't sound like that was your fault. And the pay that you asked for was really, like you said, it wasn't like you were asking for a lot to begin with, but the 950 is like you're not gonna be able to do what you need to do with the 950 an hour anyway. So even if you would have had the most awesome day, first day ever, like them not wanting to pay you what you agreed to is a problem to me. And you got a family of your own, so you can't just, settle if they don't want to do right by you. Come over to the content creator side. I need to sign up for that side hustle I told you all about with that mystery shopping. Lovely LaShawn shared it on her YouTube channel a few weeks ago, and I put it on my story, not my story, my community tab. And I've been like meaning to go and sign up so I can do it because she had a really cool mystery shop. Mind y'all, I'm on a fitness journey, so I'm not trying to get no pizza or nothing like that. But my son, like, he is over my fitness journey. He's ready to eat wings. He want to go get pizza. Not the kind we made pizzas. I'm gonna be posting that video probably next month, or it might even be in September because have so much content scheduled, y'all. Like I've been on the grind. So make sure y'all catch up on my videos. I've posted 2 so far this week. But I say that to say the mystery shops sometimes allow you to get free food and you review it or a chance to get the free food and you get paid. And so one company I used to do mystery shopping with was called Market Force, and I did a video about that a long time ago. I'll probably try to do an updated video 2023 for you guys because I haven't done it since before the pandemic. The only thing I've been doing consistently for side hustles as far as like surveys and making money online, like through mystery shopping and stuff, is paidviewpoint.com. But what I really want to do is start picking back up on my mystery shopping too, so that whenever I do pay to eat out at somewhere like Five Guys or just any place that pays people to mystery shop, I can be getting paid and getting reimbursed for the food that I'm getting. So I'm behind on your videos. Yes, just it's okay. Like when you have some time, just go ahead and add all the stuff you want to watch to add. It's called watch later, and then when you have time, just run them on your TV. Okay, that's the great thing about YouTube. You don't have to watch it the day it's posted. You can come back and watch it whenever you want. I think I just babysit as a side hustle. I'm going back into healthcare. I actually had my first day at Red Lobster serving so I can make money quickly. Okay, that's smart. I understand. She gets paid, she says, but she doesn't post the views of the ones she doesn't like because she gets paid. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly how I would do it, because I would tell them like, "Hey, this wasn't good and I don't want to hurt your business. You need to work on this. I'm not posting it." And then you can set that up in your contract. You can say, this is my fee to come and try your food, or this is my fee to come and try your establishment, whether it's a lounge or whatever. If your experience is good, I can post it and the posting fee is X. If it's bad, I'm still going to charge you X because I came out here and tried your establishment and gave you feedback. That way you still get your base rate no matter what, but you're not going to hurt a fellow business, because sometimes people don't know that they business need work until somebody comes and tells them straight up, "Hey, your food is good, but you got some rude ass employees working here." When I went to Rocksteady, that was my experience. And I shared it on my YouTube video and in my vlog, and I put it on Yelp. And some person I don't even know, she ended up reaching out to me and like giving me a compliment on Yelp, because she was like, "I had the same exact experience as you. And I can tell by how detailed you were that you were not trying to be a difficult customer." And I said, "I know I wasn't. We had a rude server and she tried to ruin my friend's birthday, and I had to get a little nice nasty up in there, so that and get the manager over there, and by the time I was done talking, we had free champagne, because some people are just rude and they don't need to be in the service industry. And other time, see, you went to Rocksteady, it was terrible. See, I don't wanna go back. I'm sorry. It was trash, and people kept hyping that up on TikTok, and that's why my one of my best friends, she wanted to go there for her birthday. It was horrible. The video is on my channel. It's like bestie birthday dinner at Mojave and Rocksteady. Check that vlog out. The experience was trash. And the manager tried to make up for it. And that's why I gave it a 3 stars on Yelp, because the manager tried to rectify it. But it really was a 2 experience, because it's my friend's birthday. You being rude to the people at the table. The food wasn't good. The service was worse. She forgot to bring out one of my friend's desserts, who paid for a dessert. And then we were trying to surprise my friend whose birthday it was with the dessert as well. And we had to ruin the surprise because she kept forgetting to check on us. It was just not a good experience at all. And it was expensive. Like, I paid, I want to say like $24 for a jerk chicken with some plantains, some greens, and some like a rice dish. It was the blandest jerk chicken I ever had. It was dry. It had no seasoning, and it was advertised as being marinated for 72 hours, but it had no seasoning. Like, it was just not good. But I digress. I digress. I let it go. And there's plenty of hole in the wall Jamaican spots, Caribbean spots where you can get some good jerk chicken. So that was a disappointment. You paying for the aesthetic. Aesthetically, they get a 5. You got nice music playing, you got nice dim lighting, you got, the way that the tables are set up, and like the plating and all of that. The aesthetic, that they got 5 on that. They got this little lounge upstairs with rude bouncers. But if they could just make sure that there's a consistency in the customer service, that would help elevate the experience. Like, there was nice staff there at the hostess stand. They were very nice. There was nice men outside, nice man holding the door for people as they come in and out. He was very nice. It was a nice man standing on the outside who would um basically like tell you what direction you needed to go to get back to the valet, because they require you to valet. But the server we had, she was just not, like, no. She also says that some establishments give her different treatment because of who she is. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Veronica Luscious TV. Thanks for joining the chat tonight. Anybody new that joined, please remember to hit the like button. I feel like even me sometimes I get a different treatment if somebody sees me with my camera. However, because I'm not as known yet, sometimes I don't. And so that's why I document it the way I do. Not only do I document it on my channel, but I document it in those Yelp reviews because I'm not going to hit nobody in their pockets when I know you making $2.13 an hour. I'm gonna still tip you because I'm gonna give you your tip because this is how you make your cost of living. But what I am gonna also do is write a very detailed review. People be making fun of me. My friends joke with me because they be like, "Yo should always doing a review. Yo should always go submit a review when something happened." You're right, because I work hard for my money, and if I go out and I spend it, I want a good experience. And if you're not able to give a basic good experience, people need to know that so they don't go and spend their hard-earned money because a lot of these places in Atlanta, you get charged more money just on principle because you're in Atlanta. Oh, this Atlanta, so you gotta pay to ballet. Oh, this Atlanta, so you gotta pay 20% gratuity, even though the service is gonna be crap. Like, okay, so if that's what you're delivering, let me let people know so that I can prevent somebody else from wasting their money. That's how I feel. And on the same token, if I go somewhere and it's a great experience, I will say how great it was also. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell you. If it's good, I'm gonna tell you. If it's just okay, I'm gonna tell you. But I don't want people feeling like they should go just because it's nice and it's got an aesthetic. Like I don't care about aesthetics anymore. I'd rather go to a place that has affordable food and great customer service than be paying for a damn neon light sign and a grass wall. I don't care about that. All right. I'm thinking about getting my nursing assistant going into phlebotomy. Okay. That's a good field to go into. It won't take you a long time. And there's a lot of like clinics and things like that where you can go and practice that. Quana, that's great about your podcast. I can't wait to see you promoting it. Great customer service can make up for mediocre food, but amazing food can't make up for poor customer service. Exactly. People will get that food to go, maybe, but sometimes if you get rubbed the wrong way, you'll be like, your food is great, but because y'all don't know how to treat your customers, I'm gonna go somewhere else. You got me into Yelp too. I love Yelp. I use Yelp when I travel and I use Yelp when I try new places. I'm supposed to be going on a lunch date with some girlfriends that I used to work with on Friday next week. And I was like, let me do some Yelp research before we determine where we're going to go. Because if Yelp ain't passing a vibe check, I don't want to go. Some places are overhyped, and I don't like that about it. I love reading reviews before. Yeah, I feel like Yelp does a good job of keeping the unbiased reviews off because it's been some places like Rocksteady where TikTok hyped it up real bad, and then I go to Yelp and the reviews are telling you what's really gonna happen. So you know, like, okay, yes, it has aesthetic, but the customer service is lacking, or the food is not that great. Now I will say Rocksteady does have good appetizers. Not the jerk chicken wings though. The jerk chicken wings were bland, just like my jerk chicken was bland. But I did like my empanadas, even though they had that weird sauce on top. And then I think somebody got like lamb egg rolls, I think, if I'm not mixing it up. And they said that those were good. So like if a friend of mine just had to go back and she invited me and I really wanted to go because I want to support my friend and be there, I would go. I wouldn't order any drinks and I would just order maybe like a can of Sprite like I did last time and appetizers only. Yeah, I'm not spending $32 to $50 on no mediocre food again because it was just not good. Um I try to give it a chance first, though. Neon light and grass. Yep, that's typical. It's typical here in Atlanta. It's typical in a lot of places. I be seeing it in Houston when I went to Dallas. I've never been to Houston, but I've seen like people post like from Houston. I went to Dallas. I saw it in their nightlife. They had the same thing. And then when I went to DC, we went to a lounge, and it was a nice lounge, and the food was busting. The food in DC was great when we were there. I was only there for a weekend, but it was good. I'd go back and eat again. But they had that grass wall and them neon lights, like, aesthetic. It's gonna be on relationships, women, men health, mental health, healing it, etc. Will you be accepting like guests to come and talk with you about the topics, or are you gonna start it off with it being more of an open discussion led by you, Kwana? Um, I love the idea of a podcast, though. I think that's great. I wish I knew advice to give you on like how to get started, but I think that once you figure it all out, it's just a matter of getting ready to post and promote yourself, maybe making some graphics to post on your social media to promote the time and where they can find it, and then getting it up on the different platforms. YouTube is now set up for a podcast. I would love to start one in the future, but I'm nowhere near that. Right now, I'm trying to figure out my strategy for offering services. So my goal is to get a website and then kind of have the type of website where I can embed my latest YouTube video, and then like a page where it has all of the things that I'll be offering. A lot of it will be like consulting for content creators, advice sessions for people, and then possibly like workshops where I can do like group teaching for small content creators that kind of want to understand where to start and ask their questions. And then I want to get into making like materials as well so that I can have passive income. Like I can create some assets and then sell them. And then the website just sends it to the people and it sends them the email. So that's the stuff I want to do. And then on top of that, just regular content creation. Like I said, I have been vlogging like crazy. I've been making videos. So it's going to be a lot of videos dropping this month's almost gone, but for the rest of this month, next month, and then even into September. My fitness vlog, I started that series on Monday. It's a long video, y'all. It's like 40 minutes. But if you do have the time to watch it at some point, let it run on your TV or let it run, while you cleaning up or something, and then come back and comment when you have a chance. But I think it's a good thing. Not only is it going to help me stay accountable, but I think it's going to help motivate others. And I've documented my fitness journey before. And when I did it, it motivated me and it helped me stay on track. Like I weighed in today and I had lost a little bit. I weighed in Sunday, I had lost a little bit. Sunday, I was kind of disappointed because I had been doing all this weightlifting. I've been doing all these classes and I only lost like a couple ounces. But I was like, that's pretty good for 4 days. And even today, I lost a few more ounces. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good for a couple of days. But I think like TMI, but it's mostly ladies on this chat right now. I think my cycle is about to start. So I'm feeling like PMSy and crampy because I know it's about to come. And so once that comes and goes, when I get back off, what I want to do is get the macro calculator and calculate my numbers, like how much protein I'm supposed to have a day, how much carbs I'm supposed to have a day, and how much fat I'm supposed to have a day, and try to also track my food by tracking the macros because I haven't been doing that. I've just been tracking calories and trying to make sure if it says, okay, you're supposed to have 2,400 calories a day, make sure you don't go over that. And so now I feel like I'm losing weight a little bit slower because I'm not necessarily eating the right numbers. Like maybe I'm supposed to be having 40 grams of protein a day, but I'm only getting between 15 and 20 grams of protein a day. And then I'm having too much fat or too much carbs. I was thinking to do that, and I have it on Facebook where they have the audio lives where I would let the audience come on and talk and have advice section for the audience. I like that, Kwana. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to tune in. I'm about to weigh in right now. Okay, yeah, I weighed in the morning. I like to do my weigh-ins first thing in the morning before I eat anything. and after I can use the restroom. Sometimes I don't have to use the bathroom though, so it is what it is. But I find that my weigh-ins are better in the morning because I haven't had a chance to eat anything. Sometimes when you weigh yourself after you ate something, you're gonna notice you got more calories. Not more calories, I'm sorry, more bloating, and you're gonna be heavier. But whatever you do, oh my gosh, you made it out of the 240s. You've been trying. I'm still in the 240s, so I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. I know I don't look like it, y'all, but I am. And that's what made me also be like, I need to get my stuff together because last year my lowest weight was 233. So when I did my initial weight, if y'all watched the vlog, y'all saw I started at 248 this month. So I was like, I don't know where the extra weight came from because my body composition looks different. But I was like, we finna get to my goal weight. So my goal is to lose the 28 pounds from 248 to get down to 220. And if I can get back to like 235 by the time we go to Jamaica, I'll be real happy with that because I don't know. I just want to enjoy the trip, not be like, oh, take the picture this way. I don't like that. I just want to be able to feel like I look good. So I'm starting my little strength training stuff. I've been doing a lot with Des. This week, we've been getting off work later. So I've not been able to do my strength training every day, but I did do a back workout with him today. And then I did my Zumba class yesterday. We could do it together, Lisa. We in Georgia. We're gonna meet soon. Like I know you planning your wedding and stuff, but we're gonna meet because we in the same state. But yes, we be accountable together. But yeah, like I want to get this weight off because I've been trying to get back to 220 for so long. And it's crazy. Y'all can watch this on my channel. Just go back to the old videos. When me and my husband met, I was like 211 pounds or so. And then I don't know how we both started gaining weight, but we did. And it's been hard for me to get this weight off. And then I got on birth control after having my son, and that's when I really gained a lot of weight as well. Like I was almost 278 pounds at my heaviest weight. So I'm small, like considering being in the 240s after being almost 280, like I've lost a lot of weight. But before I got on birth control and before I had Josiah, like I wasn't even in the 200s. I used to be like, well, when I got pregnant, I was actually like 222, which is why I'm saying the 220-ish would look good on me because I've been that weight before. That's like a size 14, 16. It's like thick, but it's not fat. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, like, college days, I used to weigh between 160 and 190. So, like, seeing myself like leveling out in the 240s, it looks good on me. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I know that if I strength train and tone up, there's some things that I can cut in the waistline, even like toning up as far as arms and legs. But it's just hard. Like, I feel like birth control altered the way I could lose weight. But I also think that like my metabolism is just slowed down. And even though I work out all the time, like my diet cannot be trash. And I'm still trying to get used to that because back when I was in school, and that at this point, that's like 9 years ago. I graduated from college in 2015. So over 10 years ago when I was in college, I could eat whatever I wanted. And if I went to the gym twice a day, I stayed small. But now, like, I have to actually do the work of eating the right foods and making sure I'm not overeating and not drinking too much alcohol. Like it's a lot of work. In college, I used to drink what I wanted to drink. I could be drunk as much as I wanted to. It didn't matter. Drinking too much on the weekend can throw off a whole bunch of progress. Like it's a lot. And lately, I've been drinking these mango chelada beers that my husband Des found for me. I never thought I would like a beer. I don't like the taste of regular beers, but this one, it kind of tastes like a chili lime margarita type beer. It's good. So like occasionally I'll have one of those, but like I have cut back on so much stuff trying to make sure that I'm making the right choices so I'm not canceling out the work I'm doing in the gym. So we shall see. I'm going to keep documenting it. I'm going to try to upload those fitness vlogs for you guys every other Monday. I'm filming them like week by week, but I want to post them every other Monday because they're going to be longer, like at least 20-minute vlogs. Some of them might be 40. The next one is not going to be 40 minutes. It'd probably be closer to 30, but they're going to usually be between 20 and maybe 45 minutes because it's a week long of content, me showing you what I ate, grocery visits, weigh-ins, workouts, everything. And also trying not to like give you guys the same thing every time. So yeah. Let's read because y'all said a lot while I was talking. I was 320 March 1st when I was induced. You had preeclampsia. Wow, D, you did so good. Lisa, you were on Nexplanon too. Me too. Don't get on Nexplanon, ladies. Don't get on it. If they try to recommend it, run. It will make you blow the hell up. I have a whole playlist. I have a whole video about this, and it was so many women in my comments talking about how Nexplanon was awful. It makes your cycle go away. It causes mood swings. It can lower your sex drive. It makes you gain a ton of weight. And my doctor recommended me that medication. And when I got off of it, and I have Kaiser for my insurance. So anyone who has Kaiser Permanente, like it's not like regular insurance where you get a primary care physician and you basically meet with the same physician, the same OB. Kaiser is literally like a call center setup where they can send you to any store across or any clinic across the state of Georgia or California or wherever they at. And you might meet with one doctor 1 month, and you might meet with another doctor another month. When you do your annual OB appointment every year, you might have a different person every time, depending on where that doctor that you started with is. So I bring that up to say, like, when I was put on Nexplanon, it was one doctor that recommended it. And by the time I went to get it taken off 20 months later, it wasn't even the same doctor that put it on me. So it was like the one who put me on it who recommended that for me because I didn't want to do the patch. I didn't want to do the pill. She was hyping this Nexplanon thing up, telling me like, this is good. It lasts for 3 years. I know you had a son. You saying you don't want a baby at least for another 3 years. I think you should get this because you don't have to remember to take something every day. You don't have to worry about your IUD getting knocked out because, you hear those stories about how the IUDs last for 5 to 10 years. But if you're having rough intercourse, it can get knocked out. And it was one baby who was born and had the doggone implant thing in his hand. So I was like, no, I don't got time for that. I'm not getting pregnant again before I get married. And I meant that. I didn't get pregnant again before I got married. I still don't have another kid yet. But I say all that to say they were just telling me all the great things about it, but there wasn't really a lot of negative information about Nexplanon out at the time. And so when I got on it, like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like they were using me like a guinea pig. And then once I got off almost 2 years later, now, oh well, yeah, they do say it can cause weight gain, and oh, they do say this. And I said, y'all didn't share any of that with me when I brought this up. I'm already considered obese on the dang BMI chart. Why would you even let me opt into something that could make me gain weight like that? And apparently the least hormonal birth control that we can take is the pill, but that's the one that you can easily get pregnant on, because if you forget to take it at the same day every day or close, then you basically end up like throwing off the medication and you end up getting pregnant. That happened to my stepsister. She got 3 sons. But she took Nexplanon too. She told me like it was horrible. I had to get off of it. Like, it's just not good. I don't like that. And I'm still not on birth control, y'all. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. And another thing people say that it can cause is infertility issues. I'm not speaking that over myself. We have not been trying to have a baby, but I would just say, like, I've heard some people say they struggle with getting pregnant when trying after being on that as well. All right, let me see. I want to do an episode on marriage if you want to come on and answer some questions. Sure will. Yep, go ahead. When I met my hubby, I was 140. I was also 15. Oh, I don't think I've ever been 140 D. My low weight was like 170 to 175. And if I could get back there, I don't know, I might look real skinny to y'all, but like when people are seeing me lose weight now, like, oh my gosh, you got so small. And I'm like, that's because y'all met me when I was big. Like, I was already small. Go to the college videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm smaller than when I got pregnant and still unhappy. I was like 287 when I got pregnant. Yeah, that you look good, girl. But I understand why you're unhappy because you're 240 or 239 and you remembering your 15-year-old body at 140. I would say this, you got grown woman weight, you've had a baby. Hey cousin, you caught me live. Hey. Shout out to you. That's me throwing hearts in the comment section for you. Don't forget to hit the like button. But don't beat yourself up about the weight gain. Like I still have not gotten back down to the size that I was before I had Josiah, but I do feel better about the way I look because I've made an effort and I've lost a little bit of the weight. It's hard, and honestly, like I feel like pregnancy throws off your metabolism after you have a child. I also think that if you do birth control of any sort, that will throw off your metabolism because it's unnatural. I don't care what they say. Oh, it'll help you prevent getting pregnant. Yeah, and you do that how? By preventing you from having a cycle. Now you have all this bloatedness and stuff inside of you that's supposed to be getting cleansed out by nature, and you're not doing it. And if you haven't ever took birth control, but you just gained a lot of weight, sometimes just the side effects of pregnancy itself, like you mentioned preeclampsia, there's like post pregnancy swelling that can occur in the legs and all that kind of stuff. Like we go through a lot to carry babies. We really do. And even if you've never had a baby, sometimes just growing older, like you're not going to always lose weight as fast or as easy as you could when you were 15, 16, 17 years old. I'm 30 now and I'm realizing it. I go out and dance and do all them moves I used to do back in college. I be waking up feeling sore all over legs, back. Like, what was I doing yesterday? Like, I can't party like I used to. I used to be able to party, y'all. Now I be needing 3 to 4 business days to recover. And don't get me started on a weekend of back-to-back turning up. Like I used to do that at 19, 20, 21, 22. After about 24, I realized I'm not the same anymore. I remember I went to Miami and I did not get an epidural. I had a C-section. So I got a spinal tap, I think it was called, where they had to numb my back for the C-section. But I did not get an epidural. So I can't answer your question about epidural. I would try to have I think it's called VBAC when you have the baby the natural way the next time, but it's very hard. It's not impossible, but it's harder to have your baby naturally after having a C-section. So it's very likely that when I have my next baby, it's going to be a C-section again. And the spinal tap hurt. I was annoyed, and in that room, it was cold. Them nurses kept tapping me. I said, I thought I wasn't supposed to feel this. They was scratching me with the needle. It hurt. So I don't want to lie to you, but that's what I remember. That vlog actually is on my channel as well. I did do my own vlog of my birth experience, but I was by myself. So there's like the C-section experience is not in the vlog. Like, but there's my water breaking, what I thought, my dad and me in the emergency room, me in the hospital, like I vlogged the whole experience. As much as I could. Like obviously once I had to go under the knife, like I can't vlog that anymore. My aunt was there with me and I did not like tell her to vlog the video, vlog my experience or anything like that. My mom did, but most people have another C-section. Oh, that's so cool, D. I was in labor for 38 hours and had an emergency C-section, then in the ICU for 8 days. I didn't realize you had a C-section too. So you dilated enough to get the epidural. I guess I should have clarified that. So Josiah did not want to come out. I did not make it to 3 centimeters. Like I was in labor. My water broke on June 14th and he was born on his due date, which is June 16th. So I was in labor from the evening of the 14th to about, maybe like, I don't know, noonish on the 16th. And they come in at noon and they're like, okay, you've been in labor too long. We're going to have to give you a C-section because now you're getting to a point where you're at the risk of getting an infection. And so I remember they tried to induce the labor with some sort of like medication or whatever the day before, which was my mom's birthday, which is the 15th. And y'all who know, like my mom passed away. So when I was in labor and it was the 15th and it was like, okay, I'm not progressing. Let's just go ahead and have him on my mom's birthday and get this over with because he's not coming. But they're like, no, it's okay. We're gonna try to let him come naturally. So I had to sit there and suffer for no reason and deal with contractions, but I wouldn't dilate. So yeah, I ended up having a C-section, and it was bad, but it wasn't horrible. Like the C-section was just like, what was the worst part that I can remember is that like when it was over and like all the numbing started to wear off, whenever I would try to sit up or cough or sneeze or laugh, like you could feel that pain in the stomach for about a week, 2 weeks. But when I was 2 weeks post, I was like, all right, me and Saya finna go to the park. I'm finna get this baby weight off. And I did. I got my baby weight off pretty fast because I got back active. The only thing I would do differently next time is I'd probably do some sort of like girdle or waist training to help with like bond the stomach back down, because your stomach is gonna, of course, stretch out because you carry the baby for 8, 10 months, depending on how long you make it. And then like your skin, it stretches out and then it goes back. And so if you want to try to tighten it up, if you wrap yourself with like saran wrap and do like your little faja type thing, you can sculpt your stomach naturally by doing so. My grandma had told me that, but she told me after the fact. It was like too late for me to do it. So I'd try that again just to see if I could sculpt it. And I'm gonna try to talk to my doctor, like, hey, if I have to have C-section, can you sew this up in a way that kind of helps tighten the muscles? Because after you have a C-section, you're going to lose that muscle tightness in your belly. And really, it's nothing you can do to fix that in the gym. Except, you could do like weightlifting and you can get it smaller, but you're going to have a little bit of pudge on the bottom because they cut you and they don't put it back like a tummy tuck. They just leave it. And so if possible, I'm going to talk to them like, hey, is there any way you can sew that back up? Like, I'll do the work with diet and exercise, but if y'all just gonna put it back any old kind of way, I'm gonna get surgery. Like, and I don't want to get surgery. Hey, Wakita. On side, all grown. I remember when he was a baby. Yeah, you used to help watch him for me sometimes. No, I'm not expecting. I don't know why we talking about having babies. I think Dee brought it up. Somebody asked a question and we just started talking about birth control and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a C-section show. Oh, she done sent me a lot of pictures. Hold on. Commercial break. I'm just kidding. It's not a commercial. Let me see. Oh, so cute. Oh, it's the baby fever for me. How long? You said y'all were in the NICU for 8 days? He didn't have to do any NICU time, luckily, but he was separated from me for like maybe 4 to 6 hours because I think they said I had a fever after everything, or he had a fever. Maybe we both did. So they separated us so that like I could rest and he could, not get sick by me, because I think I had the fever. I don't remember. It's in the vlog though. If y'all watch the vlog, go to my channel, type in Josiah's birth or something like that. Or on search, just put Miss Exclusive 4 and then type in Josiah's birth. There's nothing gory or nasty in the video because, like I said, I didn't record that part, but you get to see like the whole experience. And this was before I got married, so just know. Cousin, do I want more kids? Yes, I do. I had a dream 2 days in a row that I had a baby. So I think it was Tuesday night. I had a dream that I had a boy and a girl. And then I told Josiah, and Josiah's like, yay. And he was like, where was I? I said, you were here already. What do you mean? And then last night I had a dream that I had a girl. And so I was like, okay. And I was trying to come up with something for her name because I like the name Journey and I like the name Jordan. And so I was like, if it's a girl, I was gonna try to do like JC initials, so it's like my name. But I was telling Lisa, yeah, I think you watched it before because when you were pregnant, I was like, yeah, watch my video, girl, and make you feel better. But I was trying to come up with like a name that would go with like my initials, but I don't know. Desmond, he got his own baby names planned out for our kids, and they're not the names I have. So we got to figure that part out. Josiah been saying he want a sibling since he was 3, and he's 8 now. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Josiah. Life is just not gave you the opportunity to have your little sister or brother yet. And by the time you have your sibling, you probably gonna be at a stage in your pre-teenhood where you're not even ready. You're gonna be like, Mom, I don't want a little sister now. I don't want a little brother. I'm good. I'm used to being just me, but I think he'd be a great big brother because he loves other little kids, and everywhere he goes, he always looks after the other kids. Like he takes on that nurturing role, My husband has some horrendous baby name ideas. My husband's names are not bad. They're very like common. And not to say like Josiah, that's a common name too, but because it's biblical. But it's like my name is Yosha, and like his name is common, But it's like I don't want to give a baby a name that everybody got either. Like, does that make sense? Like, it doesn't have to be Yosha or something that people can't pronounce. That's why I named my child Josiah, because it's a nice name, but it's not like one that people are gonna mispronounce all the time. And it's not a name like that everybody has either. And I just feel like if I name, and I guess Jordan, like that's a common name too, but like this is the spelling that I like, Jordan, like that. And my husband's brother's name is Jordan, but it's with an A. So I was like, if we had a girl, we could name her Jordan. It'd be like a take on like your brother, but also like a take on us. Josiah, I think my husband named his brother Jordan, so it's kind of cute because it'd be like you named your brother, and then we named our daughter Jordan. It'd be cute. But if it's a boy, I don't want to name him Jordan because then it's 2 boy Jordans. But I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm not pregnant, y'all. My period is supposed to start Friday. So we talk about something else. Yeah, like I don't want it to be off the wall like mine, where I have to constantly correct people because they call me Joyce and Joche and Joshe and Jochi and everything. Like I don't want it to be like that, but I also don't want it to be a name like, I don't know, Michael, where it's a name that everybody has and there's like 5 Michaels in the class. Like, you get what I'm saying? Now I have been running into more Josiahs lately, but hey, I don't care. I found the name Josiah in the Bible when I was in middle school. And when I found, I said, this is such a pretty name. Well, if I have a son, I'm gonna name my child that. And I just like I knew it. But I don't mind like biblical names, but I don't know. I wanted to be a nice name. I don't know. And not that he don't have a nice idea, but I just wanted to be something that fits. Do that make sense? I don't know. Girl, don't talk that into existence because God is so funny. He sure is. Because I used to say, God, please let me finish school before allowing me to get pregnant. No kids until after I finish school. And do you know, I got pregnant my senior year of college. And God said, okay, you're going to finish school, but you 34 weeks pregnant. Now, God didn't have nothing to do with why I got pregnant because I could have just left that situation alone. I wouldn't have had no babies. But he did deliver on the promise, which was, okay, you're going to finish school. You're going to get your degree and then you're gonna have that baby, and that's how it happens. So I don't know. I feel like, but I do feel like Josiah's sibling will come when he's older. And I didn't want to do that because, like, me and my sister, we were 20 years apart, and God forbid I have a doggone baby at 38, and Josiah's 18 or 17 or however old he'll be. Let's see. I had him when I was 22, so okay. He'd be 16. Like, I don't want to do that and like have to start all the way over at 38. But I'm 30, so I don't know. I'm not trying to do anything this year. Probably not next year. Maybe the year after that. And that's when he'll be almost 10. So it's not exactly 20 years apart. They'll get to grow up together a little. But it definitely won't be those vibes of them being in elementary school together and them doing everything together. It'll be more like he's older. I'm 2 years apart from my sister. I think I want mine like 4 years apart. Yeah, I used to say I wanted to do 4 or 5 years apart, and then I met another mom, and she said she has 3, and she did her children 5 years apart. So, like, stairs, she had, like, baby, 5-year-old, 10-year-old, and it gave you time to kind of allow them their different phases without them being combined with each other. But all I know is for those who waited more than 5 years that I know, they always say, like, that second baby gave them a run for their money. It's hard starting over after you get your child out of that stage of Pampers and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's something I'm willing to do because I feel like when we have the next one, we're going to be financially set. We're going to be secure. We're going to have stability. We're going to have multiple sources of revenue coming in. Like, it's going to be a more smooth experience. It's not going to be a struggle. And I feel like, at some points, Josiah had to be there while I figured stuff out because I had him so young. I was not a child, 22 is not a child, but I was a young adult trying to figure out my life. And he had to be a part of that and grow up with me a little bit. And so, like, whereas the next child, they're not going to have to experience that because you're going to have an established mom in your 30s who got a house of her own, who's married, who we got in-laws to help. It's not going to be the same where I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm doing with my baby daddy and, ooh, now I got to find a job, and it's all reactive trying to survive, like less survival mode and more like gentleness because my life is just in a different place. And if we did get pregnant, like today, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it wouldn't have been planned either. True is a handful, but I want a girl, so I'm gonna wait like 3 years, hopefully. I think that would be good. Yeah, let him be like older, and then you wait, get yourself in a place, and then have your baby girl. I think that'd be cute. True. Oh, True would be a good big brother. And then you got Leggy around, so cousins that are close. I want to allow my daughter to have all her attention for a bit and take time to enjoy her. Yeah, I recommend that 100%. Sometimes when you have the kids so close together, it's not that you don't love them, but you just start lumping them in together because they 2 years apart, so they can do everything together because they so close in age. And so, it becomes more difficult because you got two under two. Hey, JoJo. Hey, JoJo. So yeah, like I don't know why we started talking about babies. Don't be speaking of pregnancy over my life. But I did I just found it funny that I dreamt about having a baby 2 days in a row. I was like, we what? I told my husband, he just sat there and looked at me like, okay, well. And then I told my dad, he was like, that's funny, but it doesn't mean anything. So I guess the men don't care. The men in my life don't care about my dream. I got excited. I have been seeing some really cute babies, and I go, oh, he's so cute. But then I remember how much my 8-year-old talks back right now. And, they grow up. I'm 9 years older than my youngest sister on my mom's side. How did you like that spacing with your younger sibling? Because I can see that. Josiah being 9, going on 10, 10, going on 11. I feel like that's going to be the age, y'all. God probably sitting there laughing at me saying I'm going to wait 4 years. Y'all going to get me pregnant with this combo. Nope, don't blame me. That's all you and your hubby, girl. Every time we had a conversation, Jess be like, yeah, they cute, but who y'all ain't going to take care of the baby. My oldest is 23 and my younger is 12. See, you're giving me hope. I love that. See, 12 years of an age gap. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to be 20. I don't want to be 20, like 20 years apart. Because me and my sister, we did not grow up together at all. Like, and I used to be like her shadow at times. And I would annoy her on purpose and be like calling her mom when she, like I was 5, she was 25, and she'd be like, "Stop it. I'm not your mom. Stop." Like, and I didn't realize like I'm embarrassing her or making someone think that like, she's a young mom. I was just like, that's my big sister. I want to be like her. So it was cool from like having someone to look up to and someone to look after me. And then when my mom died, like my sister kind of stepped in some ways and helped take care of me as she could. I mean, my dad was still there too, and I lived with my dad, but like when I didn't want to be with my dad, I could go and stay with my sister for several nights and she didn't mind. But it's just different. My mom grew up with a different version of my mom than I did because, like I was just explaining, like with me and Josiah, I definitely gave Saya a better foundation than my mom gave my sister because I wasn't a teen mom. I was a young mom. I finished school, I had a degree, I got a job really fast. So I was able to start working and providing for him. But like my mom was 15 or 16 when she became a mom. So like the way she grew up was really different. She literally grew up with my sister, and my sister didn't always have the best cards dealt. So the youngest child, they always, they always have a little better situation because usually if you wait and you don't keep having your children back to back, you learn like, okay, as you work on getting your life in order, you learn lessons from the first child and from your mistakes, not the child itself being the mistake, but just the mistakes that you might have made while you were young so that history doesn't repeat itself. And so unfortunately that first child always gets the first of everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what my mom said. My sister is 9 years older and my brother is 8 years younger. Aw. Yeah, and then the youngest always is the one, like the oldest probably is like the most responsible, but the youngest always sees the parent in the perfect light because they didn't get to witness all the stuff that the oldest one had to go through. We were so close because we had so many things in common, but she was so much more mature, so it doesn't even feel like she's actually 9 years younger. Oh, well, y'all making me feel better about my timing and my spacing because I used to feel really guilty about it. Like I always wanted to have my kids closer together because I grew up kind of like an only child because my sister was 20 years older. And it wasn't until my dad got remarried when I was 16 that I had sisters that I grew up with. And I don't mean it like that because they my sisters. Like I got 3 stepsisters, but it was just different. Coming into like moving into with your stepmom and your stepsisters because your mom died is different than your mom living and your dad living and them coming to an agreement for a co-parenting situation for you to live there part of the time, and that's like normal. So in my mind at the time, I felt like, oh well, I'm only here because my dad is remarried and my mom isn't here anymore. This wouldn't have been the situation if my mom wouldn't have passed. So they're being nice to me because they feel sorry for me that my mom died, but not because they want me here. Now I'm super close with my stepmom. I have a good relationship with my stepsisters, but understand me when I say it was just a different type of adjustment being thrown into that dynamic because my mom passed away, not because my dad actually worked out an agreement with my mom before she died to say, I want Yosha here and living with me such and such amount of days or whatever. And it's not that I didn't want to be with my dad, but I didn't want to be with him because he lived in Atlanta and grew up in Cobb in Marietta, and I wanted to stay with my friends because I live with my mom and that's where I wanted to be. But that's neither here nor there. I think it's just different when you grow up not with your sibling. It's different than when you grow up with your sibling. Like she was a grown up when I was born. So like we did not grow up together. She did not live in the house with my mom when my mom was pregnant. My sister was grown and out on her own doing her own thing at 20. Whereas like y'all are saying that you have the age gap of 9 to 12 years, y'all still live with y'all siblings. So y'all were able to probably be a part of their life and they were probably there to share a space with you and grow up. And then with me, like my youngest stepsister is 4 years younger than me. So at one point we shared a room and like that was fun. it was different. And then like we moved and then we all got our own separate rooms. And then as I got older, like I said, this was at 16. 2 years later, I graduated. So I went to college and I moved out. So it wasn't like I had that sisterly relationship with any sister before growing up. So when I got pregnant and I, knew, okay, I'm gonna keep the baby, I'm gonna be a mom. I was like, I want more than one child and I don't want them to be far apart because I grew up like that and I felt like it was kind of lonely at times, not having someone to play with. And I can tell y'all, I know sometimes Josiah is lonely. People ask me all the time, oh, he needs when y'all gonna have a baby, he needs a sibling, he's lonely. And I get it. And I think part of it is like the timing and just trying to get my ducks in a row first, but also just understanding like being a parent of a small child is a big commitment. Like it's very time consuming. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to lose time that you may have to do things for yourself because you have to do a lot with small children. And then you still got to pour into that oldest child so they don't start feeling like you're giving all the attention to the youngest child and none to the oldest child. And Josiah is a handful. Like I know he's very mature, very well spoken, and very like aware of things for his age, but he's a lot to handle on his own. So y'all, just pray for me, I guess. And I have not ate dinner, and I'm going to. I don't know what I said I was gonna do some grilled chicken, and some like mushrooms and bell peppers, and make like a little taco bowl. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock. Y'all done got me talking. You making pizza from scratch? Oh, what kind of pizza you making over there? Oh, wait. Before you get that out, it's some chicken and sausage cut up in Ziploc bags already.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay. Hubby's gonna make us pizza. Yay. Well, what was I finna say? We made pizzas on Sunday. Y'all gonna get this vlog because it was a pizza competition between me and Saya. But I gotta edit it. It's so long. I gotta get this video shorter. I'm not finna send it. Y'all know 40-minute video. But yeah, my goal is to start switching up the meals so I'm not eating the same thing every week. Because like we was eating a lot of like grilled chicken and salad and stuff like that. And I still like my salad, y'all. But we're gonna be experimenting with making different stuff. So we tried pizzas out and we went and bought all the ingredients and they came out so good. And then we bought like organic sauce and organic toppings and like tried to make it real healthy. So yeah, it sounds like my husband's over there. I'm over here looking to the side because I started smelling stuff. I'm like, what you doing? He finna make us pizzas. But what I was gonna do before I knew he was doing that, I was gonna cut up some grilled chicken and warm up some pinto beans and make a rice bowl with some like grilled mushrooms or sauteed mushrooms and peppers. But I'm hungry. I'm not finna go to bed hungry, y'all. I didn't remember to eat today like I was supposed to. So I worked out and like now my stomach is like, girl, when we gonna eat? I get what you're saying. I just think if you have another one at 9, you can still give him that sibling bond. That makes me feel better. I wouldn't feel bad about having a baby after he turned 9. Like I really wouldn't. But I also am just keeping in mind like it might take time to get pregnant when we're actually ready. So like he'd be 9 next June. Let's say we started trying in July. We might not get pregnant until 2025. You know what I mean? So we could try to have her while he's 9, but he might not be 9. So I don't know. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and check off all these places I want to travel off my bucket list and try to create memories with my family of 3. But I hope that I'm still here on YouTube. Like, I think I will be. Like, I foresee myself being a full-time content creator one day. But I hope I'm still here on YouTube so I can share like all of that, like I've done everything else. And like because I'm happily married and things are just in a better place, I can actually document from the time when I find out I'm pregnant all the way through, rather than it being like last time where I disappeared on y'all when I got pregnant and came at the end like, hey, I was gone because I'm pregnant. Yay. Like It's hard to eat at the same time. The food I be meal prepping is hard to eat every day. Yes, it is. And that's the thing. Like in my video that I put out first, like just so y'all know, the way I do it is on my pay week, I like to go to the grocery store and get groceries. On my non-pay week, we still end up going in the store. But we don't go and get all the things like y'all would see in that video that I did that I posted Monday. So it's like it's hard because when you go on that pay week, you like, okay, I'm gonna buy the chick. Like the list is right here because I'm going this weekend. And so, like, okay, I'm gonna get the chicken breast, I'm gonna get the steak, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get the fish, we're gonna do the broccoli. And then after a week, you like, okay, I have a taste for something completely different. That's literally what happened with us getting pizzas. I didn't have pizza stuff when I went to the store that day, but it was like, dang, we've been eating grilled chicken and broccoli and salad for the last 5 or 6 days. I gotta have something different. And then my husband was like, we can go to Taco Mat because you can get oven roasted wings at Taco Mat and they're healthy. Like if you want a fitness thing and you're trying to eat out somewhere, get the oven roasted wings from Taco Mat. 5 wings is 250, 10 wings is 500. 500 calories is not bad for a meal. And the wings, you can get them cooked extra crispy. It'll taste good, I promise. Sweet Asian chili, try it. Okay, now listen. But we didn't have that like 3 times in like 3 weekends in a row. Like my husband's birthday weekend, we had Taco Mat. The next weekend, we went over to his mom's house. We had Taco Mat again. Last weekend, we had Taco Mat. I don't want no more Taco Mat. So I'm like, we gotta figure out some ways to switch it up. So that's where the pizza ended up, coming into play. And then maybe we can do chicken Phillies or Philly cheesesteaks. He wants to grill again. I said, I don't mind if you grill again, but we got to do something besides chicken breast because we've been doing a lot of chicken breast. So on my list, I have pizza stuff again because he made a pizza with some pesto sauce and some chicken, y'all, and it tasted like the Whole Foods pizza. It was so good. But I wrote like ribeyes on here, shrimp and salmon. So we might do like shrimp skewers and some ribeyes just to switch it up because I don't want to keep eating chicken breast, y'all. I'm gonna get sick of it. They wings are so good. They are. But I don't want to eat that as my cheat meal this week. I might do Five Guys this week. Maybe. Yes, the grocery haul is in the video that I posted Monday. If you go to the timestamps, because you don't have to watch all of it if you don't want to. It's because it's a 40-minute video. About 15 minutes of it is grocery shopping. If you go to the timestamps, look for Shop With Me at Kroger, and you can watch the grocery haul. What I think I'm going to do for the next time is make the shopping video a separate video and then do the fitness stuff in a separate video because the shopping itself could be a 25-minute video if I really wanted it to. But if you were trying to figure out like how to save money on your groceries at Kroger, how I coupon, how you can coupon, it is that detailed. I'm literally showing you like I have a list. I wrote down like what stuff has a coupon, kind of like I did right now. Like you see how that says coupon on it. And then like I show on the screen like this one was on sale. This was in the weekly ad. This one was a digital coupon that I had. Like it's really, really detailed. It's to the point where anybody could do it. Like whether you on a fitness journey or if you just frugal. Like my channel is for frugal people and people who need fitness motivation, as well as my mamas, my wives, my Christians, people who like to travel. Like it's something here for everybody. That's what I always say. I'm your go-to girl for all things real, and realness comes with adulting. And for those of us who are not rich yet, we can save all we can if we have to buy these groceries. And I don't get no food stamps around here. So yes, I'm going to coupon every time. And today is Wednesday too. Earlier today, I was on the Kroger app, literally clipping coupons, preparing to go to the store this weekend. Because that's what I do. That's how I save money because I don't get no help from nobody. Me and my husband, we pay for this. We'll get no assistance. I miss them days. As soon as I started trying to work and make a better life, them folks kicked me right off of everything that was of a resource for me to be able to help me save. Even down to health insurance. I'm grateful to be able to afford it. Don't get me wrong, but I do miss being on them days where I didn't have to pay for co-pays and stuff like that because honestly, I could guess a whole nother topic, but I feel like the United States should be like Canada and give everybody free healthcare. because it's stupid that when we get sick, you sit here paying money out your check every 2 weeks or every week for health insurance. Then when you get sick, you still got to go pay a copay. Then if you need to go to a specific doctor, you got to worry about if it's in network or not. And it delays you getting the help you need if something is wrong with you, all because we don't have that support in our government to like do those things. And I feel like, I don't know. That's where people always talk about how great America is, but that's one of them ways like where we fall short as a country, like not taking care of people when they need it the most. But anyway, yep. So like I be scanning my coupons. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, it went off. View all coupons. Okay. So it's like a glare. I don't like it. You can get 4 times the fuel points on gift cards, but also you can get it on Saturdays, Sundays, and Fridays through August 13th if you're in Georgia, or if you're near a Kroger family store out of Georgia. So clip that coupon because gas done went up. So if you get the fuel points, let's say you spend $200 on groceries. If you shop on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that $200 will earn you 400 fuel points. It's not on the stove? It was on the stove on the back eye. Oh, never mind. I see it now. It wasn't there. And then I have coupons for produce. Like I just clipped all these, and then butter's on sale, bacon's on sale, potatoes are on sale. Like all this stuff is clipped. You got kids going back to school, the Lunchables are on sale. My baby likes strawberries, the strawberries is on sale. Like I done clipped every coupon that I can clip. Use the Kroger app for my Georgia followers. Yes, and then like I have a short. I don't know when I'm gonna put that short up, but if you start using the Kroger app, they mail you coupons that are specific for you. Do I got my purse sitting right here? I do. Let me show you guys. I put it in my purse because they mail me paper coupons, and I use those too. The sausage what? Did you use it already? Didn't you put it in your grits or something? I only put a few pieces in there. It's in a Ziploc bag. Look on the first row in the refrigerator. Let me find this coupon. Okay, they sent me this coupon right here. $25 off $2.25. So before coupons, I can get my subtotal to $2.25 easily. Y'all saw I wrote ribeyes on my list. If I get 2 packs of ribeyes, that's gonna be like $50 right there. So when they send me stuff like this, where they don't say I have to use it on something specific, this one I'll splurge and get something like crab legs or steak or just something that's like more expensive. And then I can get my ticket up there and then mark it off. And then I got all these other coupons that they mailed me, plus the ones that they have on the app. And I'm not at no extreme couponer level, like where folks be like doubling and walking away. You didn't spend nothing. You got 50 laundry detergents. Like, no, I'm not at that level. But I do pay attention to the ads. They post a new ad every Wednesday. The sale runs from Wednesday to the next Tuesday. And then when Wednesday comes, you get a new ad, you get new deals. And that's how you save money on your groceries when you don't get food stamps. I'm going to be doing more content about that because I feel like it's helpful to people. And it certainly has been helpful to me. Publix do coupons too, but they coupons to me are not as good as Kroger's. But Publix has better quality than Kroger when it comes to produce. So if you're a name brand person, the thing you want to go for Publix for is like your your BOGOs. They do BOGO deals, which is like the buy one get one free. And that's where you can stock up on name brand items. Stock up on your name brand items. Like in my haul, I got these name brand like trail mix nut type stuff, and they were on sale for like $2.50. Normally they're like $5. So like things like that. Sometimes they put bacon on sale, they put fruit on sale, they put the art and garden juices on sale, they'll put like salad mix and stuff. You just have to look online and you look at the ads and you'll see sometimes they mark certain produce 50% off and you just go and get it. But I don't know. It depends on what you like. You know, I've gotten Dove deodorant. I use Dove deodorant. Sometimes Publix will have a sale about twice a year when they do it, and they'll mark all the deodorants 50% off. And that's when I'll go and buy like 8 or 9 of them, and I'll have deodorant for the year because I get it when it's really cheap. And then also, I have a Sam's Club membership. And Sam's Club, what I like about it is they sell bulk stuff for less. So we get our paper towels there usually, toilet paper there. We get big thing of laundry detergent from there. Sometimes I get snacks for Josiah out of there. Although Josiah is at an age where he goes through phases really quickly with what snacks he likes. So I don't really like getting him snacks out of Sam's Club anymore because I find that, let's say I get him a big old box of Takis, right? If week 1 he's happy, he wants to eat them. By week 3 he wants something different. So instead I might get a party size bag of chips and just use Ziploc bags and get a few different things because he changes what he likes really quick. So yeah, if y'all want more how to save on your food type things, let me know. And the same with like eating out and things like that. Like other stuff I do is with my debit card and credit card, they have cashback rewards. I check that every month because sometimes they put restaurants on there, they put gas stations on there. So like I'm all for trying to figure out where I can spend something and get something back. Rebates, cashback offers, all that stuff, which is why I'm into the mystery shopping and stuff as well, because that's about the same thing where you sign up to do something that can make you money and then you might have to spend money up front, but you end up getting reimbursed for sharing your opinion. So anything like that I can do and it'll help me make some money, I'm gonna do it every time because I like making money. I like making money for giving my opinion. Like I'm gonna give you my opinion anyway. So if I can get paid for it, that's even better. And then with the cash back stuff, my thing is if I was gonna go to the store and buy groceries anyway, like why not be able to get, use a coupon and save? Because stuff has gotten really high. So it's nothing wrong with wanting to not pay them high prices. Hmm. Well, all right, y'all. I have been on here talking for a long, long time. And it was really good catching up with y'all. I will try to come back next Wednesday. I will say next Wednesday might be a little bit hectic for me. So if y'all do not see me next Wednesday, I will try to resume the following Wednesday, but I'll let y'all know next week. Y'all have a good night, a good week, and catch up on my videos, y'all. I posted 2 videos so far, and there'll be a new video, really short one, but a new video with Josiah posted tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And another video on Saturday. Watch that one if y'all want to. It was just a funny voiceover. So y'all don't gotta watch it if you don't want to. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in my next live session. I enjoyed the vibes. Bye, y'all. You watched my Christmas vlog? Oh, let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I always enjoy the Christmas series. We be having fun on Christmas. Like the first one I did was really, really good. Like that was such a special Christmas. But then last Christmas was really good too because our pipes bursted, but we still ended up having an awesome Christmas, even though like the pipes froze and bursted. And I was just like, it was crazy. It was so cold. It was the coldest Christmas we've had in a while. It's usually hot on Christmas in Georgia, but yeah. Yeah, the Christmas before, that one was really good. Like, genuinely just a good family vibes. Josiah got surprised with them tickets, and he was, like, so excited, and yeah. But thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Yeah, my family came through. I was not expecting that at all. And I'm like, I just got y'all gift cards. Why y'all didn't say y'all was gonna do all this stuff? That's why I said we like when I say we have really grown, we have because we didn't used to always be so close or just, so thoughtful with each other. And now we are. So That's why I said it was hard, like, going through that stage of adjustment when I was in high school, but I'm just grateful for my family. I got some good people in my life, so, sometimes you have to get through the rough times to see the good on the other side. Mm, mm, mm. All right. All right, y'all. It's getting late. I'm glad it changed your mood. I really am. And thank you for always watching my videos. I really do appreciate you. Like when I start getting discouraged because ain't nobody else watching, you seem to be there and I appreciate it. And I'm just kidding. The algorithm really is the problem. Like when y'all be telling me that you didn't see me post, but I'm like posting very consistent, I know it's the algorithm trying new like A/B testings and stuff. So when I do see my regular supporters come and watch, it makes me feel good because it's like, people care. They still checking it out. So have a good night. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. But what I will say is if you don't get the notifications, I feel like you're at a point where you'll just come and check. So that's fine. But if it's bothering you that you're not getting the notifications, you can try to unsubscribe and resubscribe to reset your notifications. Sometimes that helps. But I just think sometimes YouTube be testing stuff out and then like my subscribers just don't be getting my notifications. So, and it doesn't just happen to me. Like I've heard other people say the same thing happen to them too. So, yeah, but I'm about to sign off. Thank you for talking with me tonight. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna try to come next week. I might have to come earlier or for just less time, but I'm gonna try to make it work because this back to school schedule is gonna start, and I'm gonna need my sleep because I've been spoiled with getting up a little later this summer, but that's gonna come to an end very soon. Good night.